going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to a new video. So I decided to break up all the installs a little bit, man, and we can talk a little bit about some of the mods that I've done on the car. So of course, this is also something else we haven't done in a while. We ain't took a ride in the Ghost and talked. So I feel like, you know, let me get up a little bit early and go take a ride. So that's what we're doing today. We're gonna take a little ride. We're gonna talk a little bit, you know what I'm saying? So let's go ahead and get this thing in. So in other videos, y'all, it's a few people. I mean, not too many. You know, I'm waiting to get too many, you know what I mean? But I got asked about a few of the mods, so that's kind of what provoked me to, well, let me not say provoked, what inspired me to freaking try and do a video on an update on the mods, because I get so caught up in it. Ooh, I can put this on the car. Ooh, let's put this on the car. So I say, you know, let me break it up a little bit. Let's talk about some of the mods and some of the things that I've done to the car already thus far since owning this thing for about a year and some change. So I guess the first thing I want to talk about is really the main thing, and that's the Pro Tune. And man, when I say, I mean the Pro Tune, and where I went to get my Pro Tune at, Kozmic Motorsports, man, it's a real cool and dope group of guys that's there, man. They're helpful, they're informative, and they don't mind talking to you about your car, man, which is real cool, and I like that. I went in there and asked a few questions about some stuff that I got coming up, and man, he was real. I mean, Oz is the guy that I was talking to, and man, he gave me a lot of good information, man. He kind of like, you know, gave me a little ammunition and some stuff to chew on to figure out what I want to do and how I want to go about what I got coming next. So, but the Pro Tune, man, I have to say, man, I haven't had any issues with the tune. The car's been running perfect. I mean, it's nice. It's usually when you get it, I was worried about a few things, like, oh man, you know, because you hear the horror stories and stuff like that. But me, nope, it ain't been nothing but birds singing and sunny days as far as my tune is concerned, man, because I really like it, man. It's good. It's a conservative, safe, and concrete tune, you know what I mean? It's I mean, I like the way the car feels. The power is right where I need it to be at. It gives me, I mean, it puts a smile on my face every time I drive this thing. So I mean, I love it, man. I love this car, man. I've had nothing but good things besides when I had to do the J pipe and the header and all that stuff. That was kind of a nightmare, but that had to do with the stock bolts that's on this thing. About the tune, it's I mean, it's been nothing less than awesome. I mean, I have, you know, your basic reading. Sometimes you get a little bit feedback knock and stuff like that. You should be seeing that. That's normal for you to see. You know, it does that. The dam goes down a little bit, but it never went. It goes to like maybe 850, and then after that, and I'm thinking that's usually got something to do with how I shifted and how I got on the gas. So, and then at that point, I ride on it for a little while on the freeway and let it kind of relearn. At that point, the dam starts going up, and then everything just comes right back into play. It doesn't happen a lot. It's every so often it'll do it. So, like I said, I'm looking forward to when I go back to them and get retuned, so I can see, you know, what kind of power I get with the header, because I still owe y'all that information because I still haven't done that yet. So the next thing that I felt like was a pretty interesting thing to talk about is basically two mods that I've done that kind of complement each other, and that's the kicker speaker upgrade, which I did the tweeters, and I did the door speakers front and rear. So when I first did that, it definitely helped the sound out a little bit more. The music, it sounded a lot better. You can turn it up a little louder, and it doesn't sound all distorted and all of that. But the thing that I say that complemented that was when I put in that iWire ground kit. After I put in that iWire ground kit, it's like the speakers sounded that much better. The bass and through the speakers got a little bit deeper now. Don't think that it depends on what you want and what's your flavor as far as for music. But for me, it cleared it up a little bit. I mean, sometimes I listen to a lot of jazz music, but I listen to a little R&B and stuff like that. And I like to hear my music. I like to hear everything, but I ain't trying to, like I say, my beat down the block days is over. I'm not in here to have all blue and everything just be shaking, and then I get out of here and people be like, hey, how you doing? I'm like, what you say? You know, no, it's not like that. But it sounded a whole lot better. It sounded like as if how the speaker system should have sounded when you got it from the factory. That should be a standard thing, to have that kicker upgrade in there, seeing as though you are spending like $32,000 to $33,000 for a car like this. But like I say, that was a cool little upgrade. Wasn't that hard to install. It was good. And then the ground kit, they kind of complimented that, as long as everything, along with a whole lot of other things. You know, having a good ground in your car is going to help you out tremendously. So that actually improved the sound of the stereo equipment. It pretty much it grounds everything a whole lot better. So I think it helped that out, because I know once I put it in there, the music sounded a whole lot better in the car. So that's kind of what I got on that, and it's just like I said, it's been running phenomenally since then. So next on the list is the wheel spacers. I got asked about the wheel spacers and how they're doing, and you know, I got the two different ones, which is Torque Solutions, and I got Rock Blocks spacers, and I got the 20mm spacers because I was worried about them sticking out too much. It winds up looking perfect with the stock wheel, because I'm still rocking the stock wheels. I really like them, but I haven't had any issues with the spacers. Nothing weird going on with them. They've been riding good. They've been holding up really well. They look good still. Like I say, I put anti-seize on all of that stuff. I mean, I probably put too much on there, and I caked it on there, because when I started driving with it, now you can see the little swirl marks on them, but I'm pretty sure that'll come off, man. But the wheel spacers, man, I haven't had any issues with those. And along with that, those what am I thinking? The lug nuts, yeah, those. The Motegi lug nuts that I got on there, those are still looking good. They're holding up. They holding up okay. But what I will say is, when I did take the wheels off when I was doing the mud flap stuff like that, I did notice this is under a short amount of time, but it's starting to show a little rust around where the letters are. So that's the only thing. It's not like you can really see it anyway. They're not sticking out that much. But you know me, I'm just letting y'all know it is showing that sort of wear on there, as far as for a little rusty on there. You know, because water does sit in there. But other than that, they don't look bad on the outside. You got to really get up on it to see it. So I'm still happy with them. I like them until I figure out what else I might do. I might swap them out later. Another thing I got for y'all is the front sway bar bushings I put in. That's more recent one. I've been riding on it for a few weeks now. So what I say about those, it did tighten up the front a little bit. I mean, I notice it. I mean, I'm one of the types that I pay close attention to what's going on with my car in any different field, but it did tighten up the front a little bit more. So I do like that. That was I mean, I had to do it because mine were kind of melted, but the ones from the factory, they made out of rubber, and they get weak real quick. Plus, you know, being next to that J pipe, I overheated those bad boys. And but they definitely help. It feels a little bit more stiffer up front, a little bit more controlled when I go into turns and stuff like that. So next up on the list is the exhaust. You know, I got a mosh pit of exhaust parts as far as for you know, my mid pipe and my axle back. And you know, but in the beginning, I mean, I liked the way they sounded in the beginning, but they were like super duper loud. But now it didn't calm down a little bit, and I'm guessing because I've been riding on it quite a bit, and you know, the heat cycles that it's been through, it's not as bad as I thought originally. Maybe it's because I didn't got used to it, or maybe I got a little deaf in the ears, and I'm like, hey, it's not that loud no more. But no, it's pretty. It's still loud, but it sounds really, really good. It's smooth. It's giving me the sound I want. I'm not obnoxiously loud, but it's still, I mean, it's loud enough. Like I say, I'm not gonna ride by you and, you know, blood just start skeeting out your ears. Ah! No, it ain't nothing like that. But I enjoy it, and the performance it gives me, which I don't really know yet until I take it in and get it retuned. All right, y'all. Yeah, I guess I can see I changed the camera angle up on y'all a little bit. This is something new, a new position for the camera that I'm trying out, which I think is gonna work out better than me wearing the head harness for the camera. Because, you know, that kind of obstructs your view a little bit, and I was always wondering, how do people get that and they just be driving? But I figured it out. I had to deal with that. So my thought process on this one is I was going to try and keep it as carb legal as possible, which is the reason why I selected certain parts for the car. It was all carb legal. They had their stamp on it from the EPA. It was good to go. It was carb legal. So I'm still planning to go that route with it. Like, it sucks that I could have more power if I'd have did, you know, TGV deletes and EGR and all that stuff, but thank goodness I didn't do it, because now look where we are, you know. So, but like I said, that would have gone against anything I wanted to do. Like that's another thing I'm still tripping out about, you know, getting inspection. But like I said, I hadn't had any issues. None of those things are bypassed. That's the reason why I picked the A.O.S that I picked. And by the way, that A.O.S is working perfectly. I mean, and each time I've taken that intercooler off of there, I looked in that area, there is no oil, nowhere to be found near the throttle body. So it's very much so doing its job. So that A.O.S, if you're trying to stay carb legal, stay within warranty, that is a good warranty thing to get, is that Crawford A.O.S. That thing is it's nice. I mean, it looks good in there, and it's black. Boom, matches my whole theme underneath the hood. So sticking to that, you know, within those EPA guidelines. That way, then it's like I said, this whole carb thing that they did with the green, I don't know, the green thing, whatever the hell it is, man. It shouldn't affect me too much. But like, well, and even then, the only thing that's going to affect me is the fact that I wanted to try E85. But right now, the way the prices are with E85, it's like right up there with getting the 93 octane gas. It's right up there. It's like a hop, skipping, and jumping away from being that price. And then think about it with E85, you gotta fuel more because it burns faster, and it requires more fuel to burn. So that's not very cost effective. So we'll see what happens with that. But as far as for what I got next coming up for the channel, man, I got a video that I'm trying to put together now, because I got something that I want to add to the channel. It'll be a different sort of content, you know what I mean? It'll kind of, you know, it'll be between me doing work on the Ghost and doing work on this new thing that I want to add to the channel. So stay tuned for that video, man. Y'all will be going with me through that process of me getting this new addition to the channel. So like I said, I want to grow more, and I want to make sure I get everybody involved with everything I got going on. So so stay tuned for that, man. You know, sit tight with me. It's gonna be a nice thing to do. It's gonna be a learning opportunity for me, for one, but it gives me an opportunity to pass whatever knowledge that I pick up, and I can pass that on to y'all, which is the purpose for this channel, is to, you know, get you guys to have the confidence to do your own work on your car, and to save you a lot of money. You could buy more stuff for your car, because I didn't save so much money doing everything that I did for my car. But you know what I mean, I just want to pass that on to y'all. So like I said, I don't want to have this video too long, which probably what it already is, but I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna cut the video here, man. Just want to make, if y'all made it this far, man, thank you for watching all the way up until this point. Like, subscribe, hit that bell notification, make sure you hit all so you can get notified whenever I put out a video. And let's continue to grow. And until the next video, y'all, peace.